Hey, what's going on, everybody? Oh man, so kind of making this video just to get an idea about something. Okay, now I've been riding for at least 20 plus years, and you know, I started this YouTube channel about 2 years ago. You know, I'm up to like 1,300 subscribers, get some views, things like that. Now the thing is, I'm trying to figure out what's the best route to go with this channel. Okay, so as you know, I wear helmet covers and things like that, and I act silly and things. But you know, I'm kind of sitting here thinking to myself, maybe I need to kind of rebrand myself. You know, maybe change a little bit of, you know, what kind of content I'm putting out. You know, I feel like with me, what I can bring is wisdom, is things that, you know, riders think about, talk about. You know, I have the passion to ride all the time. You know, I've had multiple bikes and things like that. But I feel like for me, the generations is different. There's been a big swing in the different riders from when I grew up and started riding, when I first started riding, till now. I feel like the landscape of bike life, of this, you know, riding and stuff like that, has changed dramatically. Now, what I mean by that is this. I mean that when I see a rider now these days, and I watch them, you know, either in real life or on YouTube or whatever I'm doing, I see a lot of riders now riding more dangerously than I did, you know, when I first started riding. Now, granted, there's always been deaths, there's always been accidents, there's always been, you know, things that happen. But I've seen like there've been more accidents and deaths now than it is when I started riding. I also see a lot more of, you know, gadgets, and the newer bikes that come out, you know, they have all these electronics and a bunch of things I feel like a lot of people really don't need. And again, you know, I feel like they don't need it. Use a turn signal next time. I feel like they don't need it because the thing is like, when I first started riding, I was exciting. Like, you know, I wanted to get on the bike, you know. Yes, I want to go fast, and that was just like the adrenaline rush, you know. Now, me personally, I don't like roller coasters. I don't like a lot of crazy things, because, you know, when you're on a roller coaster, I can't control the speed. I can't just say I stop, I want to get off. I'm pretty much, when I'm on there, and there's nothing I can do. And I'm not really a big, you know, adrenaline junkie like that. But being on a motorcycle has really, you know, kind of fed the little bit of adrenaline junkie I have in me enough for me to be satisfied. Now, when I see riders today, I feel like they've taken riding to a whole nother level. And I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a thing. And I feel like a lot of these people who are riding today feel like they're immortal. That you know, that when they ride the way they ride, that they don't think nothing's going to happen to them, or think that, you know, the things that they're doing is so cool, and they're impressing people who really don't care. You know, when I see people watching videos, all I see is people who are trying to impress people who don't really think about, you know, what's going on in your life or things like that, or don't think about like the consequences. Honestly, and I'm being completely honest with you, because my channel is about being honest, I think a lot of these people who watch people do silly stunts and speed and all that are waiting for you to crash. I'm really seriously think a lot of the people who watch, you know, someone doing a wheelie down a highway and things like that, they might think it's cool, and majority might like the idea of you doing a wheelie, But in reality, they just want you to crash. That's the honest truth. They want you to crash. I want you to do this, okay? I want you to go watch any video on YouTube, and you watch people do wheelies, and you watch the ones that are doing wheelies successfully or stunt or whatever. Watch their channel, watch their views, and then go to somebody else's channel that does views, that does videos that people are crashing. Watch how many more views of people crashing than versus people who are just doing the stunts and doing successfully. There are more people who watch people crash than they do watching it when they don't crash. And you know why? It's because I feel like people have lost the sight of what's the point of riding a motorcycle. You know, I come out here and I ride all the time, and I enjoy, you know, getting out here on these twos and having a good time, and you know, things like that. I don't care about the newest technology that comes out. I don't care about the new bike that has anti-braking systems and this, that, and the other, because at the end of the day, all it's doing is the motorcycle manufacturers, what they're doing is they are making it more harder for you to work on your bikes than it is for them to take it to the shop. It's all about money. It's all about money. Like, yes, I have an old bike. I have a 2000 ZX9, and I'm about 96,000 miles on it. I don't have all the bells and whistles. I don't have the anti-braking system. I don't have no digital dash. I don't have none of those things. But I enjoy my ride just as much as somebody else who has all those things. And what people don't realize is that the newer bikes are coming out are making it more harder for people, normal people, just to work on their own bikes. So they have to take their bikes to the shop. So therefore, it's going to cost more money to maintain these bikes. It's going to cost more money to insure these bikes, because they're making it much harder for you to work on your own stuff. And that's what they want. And people don't realize that getting all these new bikes and things like that, which is, you have the money, great, go do it. You know, if you are listening to somebody who tells you you need something new, then it's up to your decision. I have people all the time tell me, hey, you need to get a new bike, man, a newer bike, your bike is old. That's great and dandy. You know what, that's great. If I had the money right now and I wanted to go get a bike payment and do that, then I would. But I don't want that, because at the end of the day, I'm enjoying this ride just like anybody else. You know, I don't follow trends. I don't fall into people's bull crap. I have my own mind. I have my own train of thought. And just because someone says I need something, unless it's something that's like really important and I feel like, oh, you know what, I will need that, I might consider it. But if it's something just to have or be cool like them, then, you know, I really don't need it. Because if I gotta do something to be cool like somebody else, then what's the point of it? You know, I'm considered like an old school rider. That's what I am. And that was what I was struggling with this channel, is that what am I trying to do? What audience am I trying to reach? You know, am I trying to reach the young ones, the young audience who, you know, who's all about that blasting life and wheelie life and, you know, doing the curve life? Or am I just the normal average rider who likes to get on their bike, go some distance, enjoy the ride, have fun, and go home safe? You know, I wear these helmet covers and stuff, not only just for, you know, the looks and stuff like that, but I also get it because of safety. And the thing is like, I'm really trying to figure out where am I trying to go with this channel exactly. Because at the end of the day, I care more about riding and giving you advice to save your life than it is for me to sell you something. Because I can sell you all the products in the world. I can sell you a jacket that inflates and things like that. I can try to sell you all the crap. But at the end of the day, the most important thing for your safety on riding these motorcycles is your brain. And that is something that you must learn. You can't just buy skills. You can't just buy safety. You gotta learn. And for you to learn that, you gotta follow people or talk to people or ride with people that feel the same way you do.